tell you a good one. Walking out through the old country road one day, and I met this old mountain man walking along there, you know, and he stopped me. Had on a big old long coat, and the lining was about rotted out of it. He reached down in the lining of that old sheepskin lined overcoat and pulled out a mason jar. He said, "Boy, you want a drink?" I said, "No, I don't want none of that stuff." He said, "Have a drink." And I said, "No, that's that old moonshine liquor from up there in the mountains of Tennessee. I don't want none of that stuff. That stuff is rot gut." He said, "Have a drink." I said, "No, I don't want none of that stuff." And about that time, he put his hand over the other side of his pocket, pulled out a big old gun about 2 foot long and a barrel about big around as a shovel handle, and stuck that gun up to my head and handed me that mason jar. And he said, "Boy, when I say have a drink, I mean have a drink." Well, I submitted to temptation right there on the spot, and I took that mason jar in one hand. I had the gun stuck to my head, and I had to take a snort, and I turned that jar of moonshine liquor up and took a big old swig of that liquid fire, and it burned clean the bottom of my shoe soles and took my breath. And when I could finally breathe and talk again, I handed him that jar back, and I said, "Whoo, man, how in the world do you drink that stuff?" He said, "Why, I can't hardly. Now here's the gun. Make me take a drink, would you?" And that's the end of that tale too.